Hey guys, I can't tell you how important this video is today. And I really want you to make sure that since you're here and you've clicked on the button, that you're going to listen and watch the entire video. So it's critical that you open your mind here a minute and you listen to what I have to say. Part of it, I'm going to tell you what kind of idiot I was, but I'm also going to tell you how that reflects on the recruiting process that you're going through right now. So recently, my wife had given me the green light to get a new TV, which I thought was awesome. And so I started doing my research. I went online, I started researching 4K, UHD, HDR, all the pixels and everything that meant, the different sizes, the different brands. I brought up the comparison things on the internet, and then I went out to the stores. After I did my research, I went out to the stores. I went to Best Buy, I went to Sam's Club, I went to Target, I went to the local stores that were just the audio video stores. I went to Nebraska Furniture Mart. I went everywhere, and I looked at every TV, and yet I was still brought back to a very simple, what I believe to be kind of organic DNA built-in philosophy for us as people. There was a brand out there that had all the letters: 4K, UHD, HDR, high sensitive motion for sports and gaming. And it was on sale from $900 to $800. But the stores didn't have one of those up. But they said, oh, it'll look the same. So I bought it. I bought the Hisense 65-inch 4K UHD, HDR motion this, HDMI that. It had everything. And I was excited, and I borrowed a truck because they wouldn't let me bring it home unless it was standing straight up because it was so thin it could crack. It was unbelievable. I bought a $100 and some odd wall mount because that was kind of the purpose of buying the TV, was getting our big TV that couldn't get on the wall, get that out of the living room. And I got home and I got it connected, and it looked unbelievable. And I texted my wife, and I have proof of this exchange. This TV is unbelievable. Once I got it connected, I turned it on, and the TV guide came up, and I was looking. The picture was amazing. But obviously, as a coach, I flipped it over to a sports channel, and the second it got over to a sports channel, fuzzy people, blurry action. And literally within 4 minutes of the text that I sent to my wife that said, "This TV is awesome," I texted her back, "I have to take it back." Now understand that this was a single morning project. Purchase a TV, get it on the wall. But it took me 4 or 5 days to get there. And then I bought it, and it wasn't up to speed. It wasn't what I wanted. It just didn't cut the mustard. So now I had to borrow another truck. I had to take that TV back, and I went back to the TV store and I spent the extra money so that I could get something in my living room that was going to last a long time, that was going to look awesome, and I wasn't going to have to mess with it. I wasn't going to have to make excuses. Well, it only looks like that during a sporting event. It only looks like that if they're moving fast. If you just watch a TV where they're not doing a TV show where they're not doing anything, looks great. So I spent the extra money and I got what I wanted. And I've had a couple people come over and they look up on my wall and they go, "Oh my God, that is amazing. That TV is amazing." Now it's not, it's not the $3,000 TVs. I actually saw one for $20,000. No, it was a little bit outside of my budget, but to get the things I wanted and to have it look the way that I wanted it for my family, I had to spend a couple extra bucks. I had to take back the TV wall mount. I mean, just the amount of time, the amount of energy, the amount of frustration that I went through to try and get the cheap deal wound up costing me more time and more effort, more energy, more frustration. I'm okay with spending a few more bucks now that I look at the TV on my wall and the way it looks. But I want you to think about that when it comes to the recruiting process that you're in right now. We're down to the wire. Right now, you have a couple, 2 or 3 schools left. That's where you're at, or you should be. So unfortunately, guys, what I'm seeing is I'm still seeing guys fishing for the deal. I'm still seeing guys throwing last-minute schools into the mix so they can get a better deal. Well, I can't tell you how frustrating that is for us as coaches because of all the time, effort, and energy that we've put into you. But also, we know how that turns out. We know the numbers on kids that transfer. We know the numbers on kids that go for deals instead of for the right fit. Matter of fact, just yesterday, I talked with a kid that chose another school, and he didn't get the right information. It was very similar to the TV thing. He didn't get the right information from that school. He didn't get all the information from our school, and he made an uninformed decision. And when I told him, you know that school costs more and that we have a better degree in that field and our graduates make more money than that school after they graduate, he was crushed. He couldn't believe it. He asked me, is there a way to get out of it? And I said, no, we're not going to do that. That's not what we're about over here. And so it's really important for you to understand that when you shop deals, what's on the table? How much are you giving me? What's in it for me? And you're not looking for the right fit, the right team, the right coaches, the right degree, the right campus, the right feel. When you're not looking for the right things, that's the kind of thing that happens. You wind up with a TV that you have to take back because you're unsatisfied with it. You wind up shopping the deal and you end up on a campus that you're unsatisfied with, and now you got to go back and start all over again. You lose credits. You stay in school longer. You got to transfer and move. There's all sorts of things that go on. And that's where we're at right now with a number of athletes. They keep looking for better deals. And those deals in the end are the things that cause kids to transfer, cause kids to not graduate, not even get a degree. So I really want you to think about this art, me buying the TV, imitating life, the situation that you're in right now. If you feel like that the school, the team, the campus, the degree, all those things are great, but it's a couple extra bucks more than another of the couple schools you're looking at, but you're trying to justify, well, this school really, I know that it's this and I know, but if you're going through that in your head, you need to cut those schools loose and go with the one that you know is the right fit. We're going to be asking you about that. We're going to be asking you, where are we missing? What do we need to do? What do you need to know? But I want to make sure that I say one thing before we end this. Make sure you get all the information. Because I can tell you right now, one of the craziest things I've ever seen in my 30 years in sports as a coach was listening to the dad that said, I know my son's going to get a subpar education going to the other school, but it's a better deal. And guess what? That kid's not even at that school anymore. It didn't work out. It wasn't the right fit. You need to find fit, and you need to find it pretty quick. We're coming down to the tail end of our recruiting class. Obviously, if you're getting this video, you're one of our top recruits that we really want on campus, or you wouldn't still be on our list. So please, reach out with questions. What is it that you need to know right now that is going to allow you to make a decision? That's the important piece. What is it? And stop looking at money. Division III is not that much different cost-wise than some of these other schools. I can guarantee you, because I was the head coach at one of those other schools. I know how the money works. It's not that much different. It might be a couple extra bucks, but you better look at the quality of the degree you're going to get. You better look at the quality of the job that you're going to be able to land. You better look at the money that you're going to be making in your first year after graduation. Hopefully you saw that video. If you didn't see the video about the amount of money that you will make by being a Simpson graduate versus many of the other colleges in Iowa, you need to send that text over immediately. Hey, coach, can you send me that video? I don't think I saw it. If our other recruit would have seen it, he'd be in a whole different position. So this has been a real hardcore, raw, right to the point video. I went through this exact process. It was with my TV this past week. And you've been going through this process this past year. And now it's time to make the right decision about the right team, about the right coaches, about the right campus, about the right degree field, about the right alumni, about the right dormitory, about the right everything. Everything's got to be right. But most of all, the right field. So I look forward to hearing from you, and I know the other coaches on the staff are looking forward to getting information from you that says, hey, coach, I got one last question. Hey, there's one more thing I need to know about before I make my decision. I need to get a campus visit set up so I can make an informed decision to make sure that I'm going to the right place. Those are all the right things that you need to do. Give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email. We'll help you with that process. Well, we're looking forward to hearing from you, and we're really looking forward to getting the message from you that you're going to commit to wrestle for us at Simpson College. Because if we weren't talking right now, this late in the game, you wouldn't be one of our top recruits. So we're really looking forward to you saying, Coach, I'm going to commit to Simpson. We hope that's what we hear. But in the meantime, get the right information, make an informed decision, get your parents on the phone with us, and let's wrap this up. Thanks, guys. Remember, Simpson College is on the rise, and we want you to be part of this movement. Take care. We'll talk to you soon.